And welcome in to Intuitive Talks, where we talk all things spiritual and learn how to use some of these tools in our everyday life. So, guys, I'm so happy to be here. It is Leo season, and I am a Leo, so there's that. Okay, guys, I'm so excited. So, today, oh man. Okay, so today I am going to provide you guys a live Leo energy reading using my tarot. If you guys don't know a little bit about me, I'm going to tell you. So, my name is Elizabeth Maria. My business, Elizabeth Maria Unlimited, is all about writing, whole food health advocacy, and intuitive guidance. For Intuitive Talks, I focus on my spirituality and connect to other, light workers and journeyers in this beautiful world collective, right? To spread my light, to connect to other beautiful souls. Yeah, that's why I do what I do. So if you're interested in learning more about me, you can always check out. I'm on all platforms, and there's various links in the description. So go for it. Yeah, guys. So Leo season. I mean, I'm not an astrologer, but I'm still just gonna kind of go through and give us the highlights. So, as a Leo, I have been, oh my gosh, I've been waiting for this time, man. It's been 12 years since Jupiter is in our sign, right? And so that's huge. So Jupiter is in Leo until next August. And so this is all about expanding your self-expression, finding your tribe, right? It's all about creativity and, excuse me, it's all about really coming into alignment with who you truly are as your amazing Leo self. And guys, I wanted to talk a little bit before I get into the reading about our beautiful Leo collective. All kinds of strange things have been happening in this world for a long time. And for me, man, as a Leo, I have met, run into, become friends with more Leos in this last, I'd say, about decade than I have ever in my life. And I believe there's a reason for that. I believe that as Mother Gaia is evolving, that we are all evolving too, right? And so the collectives, right? And we can, humans like to group ourselves into different groups, right? And so the Leo collective is evolving, right? And we are coming together in really magical ways to begin to create new earth, right? Our new earth paradigms. And as we move forward in this period, right, this is time for us collectively to release that old shit, release that old guard, right? So all of our beauty and all the abundance of the universe can come through, right? And so this is a huge, and guys, right now it is almost the full moon. And so we're talking about, the full moon, all things will be illuminated, right? It's time to release. Release what no longer serves. That's the only way, guys. It's like you gotta release in order to receive, right? So that is, there's huge energy shifts within the Leo collective. And, I know that we're all at different places in our journey. And I've literally had to block 2 Leo friends of mine in the last several years, basically because they're up close and personal, I guess, denser qualities were kind of flying all out towards me. So, you know what I mean? So I know that collectively, Leos, man, we've gone through it, and we don't go through the fire unless there's a reason, right? I mean, if Leos weren't supposed to be challenged, then we wouldn't be, right? But every Leo that I've ever met has been nothing but resilient and strong and loyal and loving, right? And so as we're collectively shedding all of these dense traits, and I don't like to say negative, because that's really a dualistic kind of way of looking at it, but these dense, hey guys, okay, glad to see you guys on. I'm just about to get in to our Leo collective energy reading, and so but I was talking about the collective in general. So the Leo collective, we're all evolving in our own beautiful Leo lion ways, right? And I'll say that our strength as a collective, we're the kings and queens of the jungle, right? And so that means that like the strength of the shadow traits and how they want to cling to us, right, is just equally as strong as our light. And so as we are moving into Leo season and this full moon, this is time for us collectively, I say it a lot, either shift or get out the pot, man, because Mother Gaia is evolving, whether we go with her or not. So I wanted to, and I don't know if y'all are going to be able to see it. I don't have all the techie stuff for tarot readings, but I did want to, before I get into this reading, I wanted to show y'all my spread. I wanted to talk just a little bit about tarot in general, and then we'll just go from there. So I'm just going to move this. We're going to go down. Can we see the tarot spread right here? Hold on one second. Okay, so here's the tarot spread, right? And I wanted to point out a couple things. First, on top of my tarot cards right now, I have the selenite right here. And this selenite was actually cleansed this morning in full blue moon energy water, which I actually have right here. Okay, I wanted to show you guys just kind of the ways that I get prepared for readings. And then we have, let's see, the Carlinian. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but that's a wonderful Leo energy stone here, right? We also got some citron right here, right? And so I use crystals to help cleanse the energy of the cards, right? And I set my intentions before I start. And so if you're someone that is learning how to use tarot, or you want to use it for your own spiritual journey, then, those are just some little tips. One, keep your cards cleansed. I keep my cards on some type of piece of silk, like what my cards were on when you guys just saw them. You see this piece of silk here, right here, and that helps keep the energy, within the cards, and it just, from it not dispersing willy-nilly. I also believe very, very strongly in sound healing. So before I start a reading, I usually, get into this present moment, right? Because that's all there really is right now, right? We're listening to nature spirit. We're going to do a little cleansing for our Leo reading. Thank you, Great Spirit. Thank you, Great Spirit. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to be a conduit today for your energy to flow through. I'm also going to light some sage again as we clear these airwaves between you and me and we. And I just have to say as a side note that I'm using my Leo lighter today. All things Leo. Oh yeah, Oh, yeah. Thank you, Great Spirit. Thank you. Thank you for this time. Thank you for this space. To all of my Leo collectives, I come here today to be a conduit for our Leo energy. To come through, to show us the ways as we navigate this time individually and collectively. Thank you, Great Spirit. Thank you, Great Spirit. So, guys, for today's reading, I'm going to use a new spread that I found. Actually, let me get to it. I'm kind of excited about, I love to challenge myself and do new things. And that's all about that Leo energy, right? And so I'm going to be doing a birthday spread. And there are 7 cards. And so this is a spread that is focusing on themes rather than fixed predictions, okay? And so I'm going to pull 7 cards for us to discuss. Thank you again. Thank you. I connect to all of the Leo collective in this moment. Oh, God, Great Spirit, all of our ancestors, our angels, our ascended masters, come be with us in this moment. Allow me to be a vessel to show the Leo collective what we need to see to be the best versions of we. Thank you, Great Spirit. Ooh, this feels good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Let's see what we got for today. And guys, this is really exciting for me because, like I said, I am a Leo. And so, as above, so below. So this is a collective energy reading. So that means that, if the message isn't resonating, that's no big whoop. The message will connect to who it is supposed to. Okay, so let's get started. So the first card is going to be the gift of the year. And so this is the main blessing or opportunity for our Leo collective. And this is a perfect, it's a perfect card for us to start today. So let me get there real quick and then we will start. Hold on, let me get, I always start with my tarot book, and then I go into my own intuitive readings of the card. And so our first card for our Leo collective reading, guys, I just love this, and I love that I'm doing this live for us because Leos, we got the energy in the house. This is our gifts for the year. Yes, 10 of Pentacles. And so this is all about property, family, inheritance. This shows generosity, a loving relationship that brings wealth and happiness. I mean, guys, Jupiter's in the house. Jupiter's in Leo. And this is all about our abundance, guys. What an excellent first card. Okay, and so the 10 of Pentacles comes up in readings to show, that whatever it is that you want to move forward with, it's a yes. I love that. So guys, so many beautiful gifts for this Leo season. And remember that Jupiter is in Leo for the entire year. So I'm like, everything's coming up roses. Yes, what an excellent card to begin our reading with. So that, guys, is the gifts of the year. I love it. And I don't know, I mean, if y'all are anything like me, you know, Leo has been out of Jupiter for 12 years, and man, life has not been a freaking crystal stair for me. I mean, I have been shedding long held, stuck, dense energy of the motherfucking yin yang for like over a decade, man. So I am ready. I am ready. This Leo is ready for that Ten of Pentacles. Woo! I love it. I love it. Okay, guys. So our next card for our Leo collective energy reading. So this is for the year. These are the lessons that we are going to be embracing. And let me tell you guys that lessons, and this has so, oh my God, helped me, was to be able to switch in my head. Why is this happening to me? And then switching that to, okay, how is this coming in to help guide me? Right? And so we need, and especially us Leos, we're so beautifully stubborn, right? So we need those lessons to keep us a little bit in check, right? And so this is all key growth areas for the year. And we have the Knight of Swords, okay? And so these are our lessons for the years. And so this energy is a determined and driven energy. Knights, the Leo has a strong sense of himself. And guys, you know your mission, right? I mean, this guy ain't playing around, right? You know, the Knight and this energy, there's a quirkiness, there's an entertainment, there's an offbeat kind of sense of humor. My kind of guy, my kind of gal, right? And so this is someone who is an advocate, who is prepared to fight for what is right, okay? So the thing is, and again, this card is in the place for our Leo collective reading for the lessons that we need to embrace for the year, okay? And so, one, always expect the unexpected with the Knight. Things come very swiftly with this energy, right? And so the downside of this card is that this energy gets bored real easily, right? It can get bored. It wants to move on. It's a movement kind of energy, right? And so in relationship, this can cause drama, right? And so it may, like, this card can basically, it shows up that you know, you are moving swiftly, right? And you are moving towards your goals. I mean, 10 of Pentacles, guys. Leo's got it in the house, right? And so, you know, the key is on the journey of the swift journey as it's unfolding, is to not get bored with the everyday processes, right? I mean, this card can often show up to show kind of tension within families or romantic relationships. And so this is the lesson for us to embrace. It is not about, why are these things happening to me? For this energy, guys, we have got to get the lessons. Okay, so this is unpredictable, right? This energy is a roller coaster energy. And so what are the lessons of well, I know for me, just right off the top of my head, it is staying grounded. It doesn't matter what is going on the exterior, guys. It's all about how we are aligning to our own energy on the interior, right? And so as the truth, and you know, it might be a stressful roller coaster ride. I mean, the choice is yours, right? And so the lessons to embrace through this is that this is happening for me, not to me, right? And to be settled into that everyday focus on making small positive steps, because you can get bored quick, right? And you don't want to muck shit up just because you want to create a little drama. I know how we Leos can be, you know? What is it? I want to score 100 in my exam. Okay, well, you know, that is all about an inside job. I'll tell you what, and this is a little bit of a side note, but when I took my GRE exam, I didn't even study for it. I mean, I studied a little bit, but not a whole lot. The thing to do is be in the flow and know and trust that if the path is meant for you, then it will show up, right? It will show up. It doesn't matter how hard you cram for it. And actually that creates really more stress than is necessary. So go with the flow. You're either going to know it or you're not. And good luck. Okay? And I hope that you do get 100 on your exam. Okay, guys. So the lessons to embrace. I think the main message from this is to remember that as, you know, our lives are moving forward fast, swiftly, right, that things are happening for us for a reason. It's not happening against us, right, to keep us stuck. Okay, and so our next card is going to be on the energy of what it is we need to, and I say we as a member of the Leo collective, right? And so this is all about the energies that we need to release right now, right? So in order for us, and hold on, let me get to it. Let me see. 6, yeah. Okay. Okay, and so this is our third card, and I have to sit with this for a second because this is all about, again, what to release, energies or habits to let go. And it's really interesting in conjunction with our first card, which is the 10 of Pentacles, right? And so, you know, this is definitely the gift of the year, right? Things are happening swiftly. They're happening for us, not against us. And then we get the reversed 6 of Pentacles. Now, for, you know, the right side, 6 of Pentacles is a very auspicious card, I believe. It's all about money coming to you. This is about money arriving as a gift or an award. But when this card is reversed, right, this can show money coming to you, but it's there's like energetic debris that is creating a more difficult time for you than is necessary, okay? And so this can come from being careless with finances. This can come from actual theft from finances. But as a card that is in the position of what we collectively need to release, I'm really believing that this is more about the ideas of money and prosperity that need to be released, okay? And so it shows, because, you know, upright again, and I believe that reversed is like we're collectively still kind of dealing with some shadow traits around finances, okay? And so because this card brings general support, okay? And it shows that, you know, that we're connected and close to our family and friends. But reversed means that we're dealing with some shadow traits with this, right? And so what my intuitive first thought for this is that what we need to focus on, because this is what we need to release, is focusing on releasing the energy of lack. okay? Because abundance, guys, it's ours. It's written in the cards. Abundance is our birthright, okay? It doesn't have to come in greenbacks. It can come in an abundance of relationships, an abundance of, beauty, of harmony, of peace, whatever. And so right now, what we're needing to release is the old story that we've been telling ourselves, because it is our Father's pleasure to give us his kingdom. All we gotta do is ask and align with the energy, guys. It's already here. So we just got to get a little muckety muck. And that's a wonderful, because once you know what it is that you need to do, that you need to release, then it makes it a lot easier. I know on YouTube there are tons and tons of meditations about, releasing the energy of lack and coming into alignment with your natural birthright of abundance, right? So please, check out those meditations. I listen to all types of affirmations because, I am someone that has come from a place of huge financial worry in my life. And so I have consciously been working on transmuting that lack energy for years, right? And so now, and I am so thankful for this, I have come to a place where it doesn't matter how much greenbacks I got or don't got, right? Because I know that my abundance, that my safety, my security is within, right? But it was a long journey to get here, guys. So we gotta get a little bit of the muckety muck out of that energy, right? That lack energy. So if you're thinking on any level that, the situation that you're in or the money isn't flowing the way that you feel that it should be, guys, it's not about, because the money's there. That's not the problem. I mean, and there's not really a problem anyways. But the issue is you've got to release the energy of lack, because and it's just such a change of perspective. I love it. So lack, right? But all you got to do is flip the script, right? From lack to abundance, right? So that is our message of what to release this year. Okay, the fourth card that we have for our Leo collective reading is all about relationships for the year. So relational themes and connections. And, for someone like me who, I've been a huge traveler my whole life, and I have friends all over the world, really, but on the ground in my daily, not so much, right? And so this is a very interesting message for us collectively, because I believe that all of our Leo energy, our collective Leo energy, that we are rising together collectively, and that we will join right at the appropriate time, right? And so this year in relationships, these are the connections. This is what is happening. We've got the Hanged Man, and this is our first major arcana, okay? And so the Hanged Man is all about really just hanging around, right? Events aren't moving as fast as you like. And again, remember, this is with our relationships. And remember that we're all like little ships relating with each other, okay? So this is all about that what you can do as far as your relationships are concerned is to wait, to have some patience. When in doubt, pause, guys. You know, you don't have to like figure all this shit out in a day. I mean, relationships takes, you know, I love that Beastie Boys song. It's like, it takes, was it years to create it in a minute? What is it? You better check your, I can't remember. Fuck. Anyways, lots of thoughts up in my head. What is it? It takes a second to wreck it, years to build, right? And so relationships are just, I think that one of the biggest reasons that we choose to incarnate in this physical form is for these relationships. And so this card can indicate that you may have made sacrifices and are eager to see the rewards, right? Unfortunately, guys, you can't push the river. You can't force an outcome that fits into your timetable, right? I mean, everything flows. I mean, the water is going to flow between those rocks and hard places, right? But it's going to flow on its time, right? So basically, there are lots of different factors around the relationships that we collectively have right now, right? And so the main thing about this energy, right, is waiting for more information, okay? And so these are some of the themes and some of the connections that you guys can expect for this upcoming year. Let's see. Some more messages about the Hanged Man for home, waiting, and delays. Again, relationships. You may not be getting the commitment that you need. Again, this is about, you know, but the wonderful thing is, and this is while you're in a waiting period for relationship waters maybe to smooth out on the exterior of your life, this is a wonderful time to focus on your most important relationship, your relationship with yourself, guys. So Leo collective energy reading, our themes, our relational themes for the year is, you know, you're waiting, right? You're still clearing, okay? Things are moving swiftly. Remember that our outcome, our gift for this year is the Ten of Pentacles. So the journey is coming swift, guys, right? We got to clear out some of this lack energy that we're still holding on to, probably from, you know, conditioning, social conditioning, family conditioning, right? With our exterior relationships, right? We're going to have to wait and hold on a little bit longer. And in the meantime, we're going to focus on ourselves, right? Because that is the most important relationship that you can have with anyone is yourself, right? Okay. And so our next card is all about career and purpose. And let me get here and we'll start talking about it. Okay. And so this is basically how work shapes your year. Okay. And this is interesting. This is another full, major arcana card. We have the moon and we're here almost at the full moon in Aquarius, I believe, tomorrow. So all things will be illuminated, right? So how work creates your life. So the moon's traditional meaning can be a crisis of faith, a period of emotional vulnerability, right? It reveals misgivings about a situation, as you cannot be sure if what you are seeing is the truth, okay? Under the light of the moon, is what you're seeing an illusion, or does the moon bring the light, the essence of the problem that needs attention? Okay, and so as far as career goes, you may achieve a goal, but ultimately you feel that you've put a lot of effort. And guys, this is something that, as I've been moving forward with my own, career focuses, I've been really focusing on the energy between being this, the hustler, the busy bee, going, and finding that flow. And so I really believe that this moon energy in our career, right, is all about, more things will be illuminated. This is like we're at the beginning of our new prosperous timeline in Leo and Jupiter, right? And so just know that, you're in a position where everything is moving forward for you. You need to protect your energy, okay, Leo collective, okay, because you're gonna have haters, man. Haters gonna hate, right? There's gonna be envy, there's gonna be jealousy, there's gonna be all kinds of weird funky shit that isn't yours, right? And so as we're going through and releasing what no longer serves, what is mucking up the airways, release that energy, because you have what you need in this moment, and that your life and that you want more satisfaction than just a paycheck, right? And so this is all about, really kind of leaning into your dreams, right? But not being deluded by your dreams, right? And so finding that balance. And guys, this is right where I'm at right now. So I love it for our Leo collective. And Leos, we're such big energies, big, beautiful energies, right? And, so this is, it's the connection between the head and the heart as well, right? It's learning how to flow instead of pushing, right? And this Leo energy right here, my God, the amount of control and pushing and shit that I've, tried to do in my life, it just don't work, man. It don't work. And it just puts you in a state of like stress and anxiety. So we don't want that, Leo collective, right? The moon is coming to let you know this year that all things will be illuminated, and it's up to you to find that inner balance, right? So while you are waiting on that exterior relationship to align, this is the time, Leo collective, to go within, go within. I'm just saying. So, okay, the next card that we have, hold on one second. The next card is number 6. And, this is kind of cool. Hold on. Let me get there. 214. I love, just when I'm doing tarot for myself, I love all the little synchronicities, like with the numbers and numerology. And so this is pretty cool. For 6 is personal growth for our Leo collective reading. So this is all about our inner development and self-care. And guys, we have the 6 of Wands. 6 card and the 6 of Wands, and this is a victory card. And so this card signifies deserved success, okay? And so the 6 of Wands is a very welcome card if you've been struggling and you're feeling unsure, right? If, your work is actually going to pay off, right? But this is all about the inner development. And so guys, as we are going within with this moon energy, right? We are, clearing out any old stagnant, lack energy, I'm not enough, this isn't enough, all that shit, right? What is coming out for us again is that, it's good news, guys. It's good news. This is our personal growth card, right? And so I also want to just talk a little bit about, because this is an internal and we're a collective, right? And there's different tracks that the Leo collective is going to go on, right? And so the upright meaning of this card is good news, but the shadow side of this card is, what you're hoping for isn't materializing when you need it. But know that all is not lost, right? It can be a card of delay. So hold fast to your goals, right? And so I believe that if this energy is coming out direct, it means that right now that you're in a bit better position of, transmuting this lack energy. But if this energy is coming reverse, then we got a little bit more work to do, guys, because remember, it's a perspective, okay? You can feel rich with 5 cents in your pocket. You can feel poor with $1 million, right? It doesn't matter. It is a mental perspective, right? So you can stay in lack, or you can choose an abundant mindset, right? And so the 6 of Wands on the personal growth, this is the same thing on the inside, right? Right side up. Great news, guys. We got this. Reversed, right? We got a little bit more work to do, and that is okay, because first off, that's why we're kind of here in this journey, right? Is to experience, but also to learn. A lot of people talk about Earth being like, a teaching planet, right? We learn about, oh God, so much stuff while we're here, right? And ultimately what we do is we learn to love. We learn to love ourselves, and we learn to love others. And I know that for Leos, for me, it took me, and I've talked about this a lot, it took me years and years and years to learn how to love myself. Because I had been, programmed and conditioned to believe that this body, this vessel, was not enough, right? And so as we are moving forward in our Leo collective reading, I want you guys all to know that we are more than enough, guys. We are the full enchilada and a side of chips Leo collectives. We got it going on. We got the strengths. We got the resilience. We got the chutzpah. We got the loyalty. We got the love. Right? All of it. And so for our last card today, guys, this is our guidance card. This is our advice. This is our direction for the upcoming year. And this is all about the Empress energy. And so, guys, this is all about abundance, material, comfort, security, emotional support, right? It's just a beautiful. So this is renovation and extensions in your home. Maybe this is tending to your own garden, right? This might be moving to a bigger home, right? This is about, not saying no to the relationships, even if, they can be challenging, because Lord knows, I know they can be. But my God, guys, we got the Empress energy, and that is wonderful, because we're talking about the divine feminine rising. And this isn't about gender, guys, right? This is about the energy of the divine feminine, which is all about that creativity, that flow, abundance, generosity. And so I just love this for our guidance card, right? This is all about flowing your energy to be of service to others. You're able to support others, right? And that we Leos can come up with such magical, inventive ways to walk this path, right? in this beautiful, beautiful life experience. So I just love that reading today, guys. It was a great reading for us, for our Leo collective, for the Leo season. Guys, we got a lot of work to do, but man, you know everything's gravy. I mean, our gift for the year, we got the 10 of Pentacles, and, right, our guidance is the Empress, right? And so in between on the journey for the next year, guys, you know, this is time for us to go within. It is time for us to finally break free of any kind of muckety-muck energy that is holding our natural, glorious, God-given right to shine like the motherfucking awesome Leos that we are. So that, guys, was a beautiful reading, and yeah, I'm so glad that I was able to do that. So guys, I wanted to end today. I've been, you know, doing the yoga dance flow, and so I thought that for our Leo energy today, and because I'm really probably not going to get up, I'm probably just going to stay seated for this flow. Stay seated. I'm a seated. I don't even know. Okay, anyways. I decided that today I wanted to do, let me get there. This is for the throat. And we're going to do the lion's breath. Okay, so this is for the throat chakra. So the throat chakra, this governs communication, self-expression, and the ability to speak your authentic truth, right? And so we're going to combine this throat chakra energy with a hand mudra. So for today, the hand mudra is our throat chakra mudra. And so it goes like this, right? We're going to kind of put our hands in like this and then hold. I'm going to put a little bit of music on so we can get into our flow. Hopefully it's not a whole bunch of, okay, hold on. Guys, I know it's so fucking janky. I do not have premium YouTube. Maybe someone can get me that for my birthday. Let's get through these commercials. Oh my God. Okay. So this is Nature Spirit. I love me some Nature Spirit on YouTube. So check him out. And here is our throat chakra mudra for our Leo collective. Okay. Now the lion's breath connects us with our fire. And so you're going to set your intention. You're going to breathe in. And the lion's breath, you're going to open your mouth, stick your tongue out, and just let it out and roar like the lion you are. Ah, lion's breath. Ah. Thank you, God. Ah. Thank you, God, for bringing us here together. Thank you for this energy, for this time, for this lion breath space. Ha! Be the lion. Be your silly self. Rah! I love you guys so much. Have a blessed day, a wonderful Leo season. And I guess that's about it. Sending love. See you guys next week. Bye.